My name is Nima. I am 26 years old. I live in a big city, but my heart is simple. I work in an office. I wear a smile every day, but inside I hide something. I hide my feelings. I hide a love that I cannot speak. I have a secret. I have a crush on my boss. His name is Armin. He is kind, smart, and strong. He is 34 years old. Every time he walks into the room, my heart feels different. It beats fast. My hands shake. I look down. I hide my smile. But inside, my heart is talking. It says, Nima, you love him, but he doesn't know. It was my first day at work. I was nervous. My hands were cold. I was scared. I walked into the office. Everyone looked busy. Then I saw him, Armin. He was talking to someone. His voice was deep and calm. He wore a white shirt. He looked like a hero from a movie. He smiled at me and said, Welcome, Nima. I'm happy you are here. That smile touched my heart. I smiled back, but my words were lost. I said, Thank you, sir. That day I knew. Something started in my heart. Days passed, then weeks. I watched him from far. He worked hard. He always helped others. He never shouted. He listened. He cared. One day, I dropped my file. Papers were everywhere. I was embarrassed. I said, I'm sorry. He knelt down and helped me pick them up. Our hands touched, just for 1 second. But that second stayed in my heart. It's okay, Nima, he said. Be careful. I wanted to say, thank you for being so kind, but I just nodded. That night, I could not sleep. I touched my hand, the place where his hand touched mine. It was warm. I smiled in the dark. One morning, it rained a lot. I forgot my umbrella. I waited outside the office. I didn't know what to do. Then I heard his voice, Nima, do you need help? He held out his umbrella. We walked together, under the same sky, just us. The rain fell around us. My heart beat like a drum. He said, You look cold. Want some coffee? I said, Yes, please. We sat in a small cafe. He asked me about my dreams. I told him I love writing stories. He listened. He didn't laugh. He said, You have a good heart, Nima. Keep writing. His words stayed with me. I wanted to cry. Not because I was sad, but because I was happy. After that day, I started to love him more. Every time he talked to me, I felt like I was flying. Every time he looked at me, I felt seen. I felt safe, but I was scared. He was my boss. I was just an employee. What if he never feels the same? I started to write in my diary every night. I wrote, Dear Armin, today you smiled at me. My heart smiled too. Dear Armin, you helped me with my project. Thank you for believing in me. But I never gave him the letters. They stayed with me, only for me. One evening, I saw him in the office. He was talking to another woman. She was pretty. She laughed. He smiled. My heart broke. I smiled outside, but inside I was crying. I went to the bathroom. I looked in the mirror. I whispered, Why do you love someone who may never love you back? Tears fell. I wiped them away. I came out and walked home. I didn't eat dinner. I went to bed with a heavy heart. The next day, I came late. My eyes were red. I was tired. But when I entered the office, he was waiting. Nima, are you okay? He asked. I wanted to lie. I wanted to say, yes, I'm fine. But my voice shook. I said, I'm tired. Just tired. He looked at me with soft eyes. He said, Take care of yourself, Nima. You are important. My heart heard those words again and again. You are important. 1 week later, it was my birthday. I didn't tell anyone. I wanted to stay quiet. But when I reached my desk, there was a gift. A small box. A note said, "Happy birthday, Nima, from someone who sees your light." It was from him. Inside was a pen. A beautiful silver pen. I cried again, but this time it was happy tears. I held the pen to my heart and said, maybe, just maybe, he feels something too. Now, weeks have passed. I still go to work every day. I still smile. He still talks to me, but I have not told him. I have not said, Armin, I love you. I am waiting. I don't know if he loves me too, but I know one thing. After my birthday, something started to change. Armin began talking to me more. He asked about my life, my family, my dreams. He smiled more. He stood closer. His eyes looked softer when he looked at me. One day, he came to my desk and said, "Let's go to lunch today. Just you and me. I want to talk." I felt nervous. My hands shook. I said, "Okay." We sat in a quiet restaurant. I looked down at my plate. He looked at me and said, "Nima, you're special. I see your heart. I want to know you more." My eyes filled with tears, but I held them back. "I'm just your employee," I said quietly. He smiled gently and said, "You are more than that to me." One evening, it rained again. Heavy rain. I stayed in the office late. Everyone left. I sat by the window watching the sky cry. Suddenly, I heard his voice. "Why are you still here, Nima?" I looked at him. My heart was full. The rain outside matched the storm inside me. I whispered, "Because I don't want to go home with this feeling in my heart." He stepped closer. "What feeling?" I closed my eyes. "Love," I said softly. "I love you, Armin. I've loved you for a long time." The rain stopped. Silence. My heart waited. Then he held my hand. "I was waiting for you to say it," he said, "because I love you too." After that night, everything changed. But also, everything stayed the same. We still worked in the same office. We still smiled like before. But now, there was something more. We talked late at night. We shared coffee in the mornings. We dreamed about the future. One day, I asked, "Were you always in love with me?" He said, "From the day you dropped your papers on the floor." I loved your shy smile. I laughed. I was happy. My heart was at peace. But love is not always easy. Some people in the office started to talk. They said, "She only got the promotion because she's close to the boss." I felt hurt. I worked hard. I never wanted special treatment. I told Armin, "Maybe we should stop. People don't understand." He looked into my eyes. "No, Nima, don't let others steal our love. We are strong." I believed him. I held his hand tighter. We promised to protect what we had. One Sunday, he said, "Come with me. I want you to meet someone." I wore my best dress. My hands were cold. My heart was fast. We went to his family's house. His mother smiled and hugged me. His father said, "So, you are the one Armin always talks about?" My eyes filled with tears. "He talks about me?" I asked. His mother smiled. Every day. On our 6-month anniversary, he gave me a letter. Simple paper with his handwriting. It said, "Dear Nima, before you, my days were normal. But with you, my days have color. You make me better. You make me dream. You make me believe in love. Thank you for loving me, Armin." I cried while reading. I held the letter close. I knew in that moment this love was true. Months passed. We stood by the lake one evening. The sun was going down. The sky was orange and soft. He held my hand. Nima, he said, will you be mine forever? Tears ran down my cheeks. I smiled and said, yes. He didn't give me a ring that day. He gave me his heart, and I gave him mine. I think back to the first day I saw him. I was just a shy girl with a secret heart. Now I am a woman who found her true love. Oh, I loved him in silence. He loved me in silence too. But love found its way. Through smiles, through coffee, through rain. If you are listening to this story and you have a secret love, don't be afraid. Sometimes love takes time. Sometimes love waits. But if it's real, it will find a way. I am Nima, and this was my story. A love story. A true story. I fell in love with my boss, the end. But also the beginning of forever.